Hey, welcome to Scaredycast.
Welcome to Scaredycast.
Where are we right now?
I don't know. I'm so lost. I'm confused.
It's late on a Thursday night, and we're in some new digs.
I believe it's titled ACR.
ACR Studios in downtown Phoenix.
Dang.
Downton.
Close to my
Phoenix.
hood.
Downton, Phoenix.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got to shout out ACR Studios for letting us come here on a late Thursday and talk about dicks getting ripped off on Monday mornings.
Hell yeah. Plus, for the fans that have been following us for a long time, our friend Jordan, who has done some camera work and some extensive following us around and dealing with our bullshit. And you might have seen him multiple times in things, and he is been generous enough to set this all up for us with his friends. And
He's like Harry Potter. We're all Hagrids.
I don't know what?
I don't know.
What the hell does that mean?
He's just magical, and we're just like along for the ride.
Fair
Hagrid's
enough.
cool, though. We're not cool. We're like...
Oh, we're like, what are we then?
I don't
Dobbies.
know. You were the one going...
Dobbies?
We're just dobbies, dude. We just...
Someone give us a sock, please.
Yeah, give me the cum sock so I can be free.
We're Dobbies?
No, this is sick.
Yeah, this is an incredible place.
Also, what the hell is this on here?
This
I've
is
seen
a
it
prop
before.
that was used to cut Kurt Russell in half.
That's like actually from the movie.
No, but I bought it too, and I got really excited. But this is an actual horse jaw tomahawk weapon that was
Damn.
in
Imagine
a
getting hit
movie.
with that.
That was in a movie. They actually recorded here. Was it what happened? Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
actually.
They make
it's-
movies here.
Yeah, they have like full-fledged props and a studio.
They do real
it's-
things
it's
here,
big.
and then sometimes we come in here and fart and
Yeah.
make dick jokes about ghosts.
So that's
Well,
a
we'll see
prop.
if we're welcome back after this.
That's a prop from the movie. I just thought it was dope. And then he's like, "You want to put it on the set?" I was like,
It's like, hell yeah, we'll put anything over here on this. Hey, guess what, you guys?
Yes.
Scaredycast is brought to you by Value Sesh.
"We love Value Sesh."
Love Value Sesh. When's the last time you had some Value Sesh?
Oh man, like literally.
Like a couple
Yes.
hours ago?
On the way here.
I've been on like a 5 taffy a day when
my
I get
Lord.
home. Yeah,
How much
because I
sugar is
ran.
in that?
I don't know.
I'm not even worried about the THC in it. I'm worried about the sugar.
Worried about the
But
sugar.
I ran out
I
of.
don't think there's any sugar.
I don't know,
In
but I
taffy?
ran out of the
think
gummies,
so.
so I've been
they
eating
have sugar
taffies.
on their gummies.
Oh.
There's definitely sugar.
I don't know. I don't care. I
Hey.
love it.
Okay.
I
If
love
If you
Value
guys
Sesh
want to find out if it has
daily.
sugar or not, go to valuesesh.com and use code SCAREDY. If you become a Patreon supporter, Value Sesh will send you a free bag of gummies.
That's literally saving like $35.
Also,
For real.
It's 200 milligrams. Usually, dispensaries only give you 100, so
Yeah.
you're getting twice the amount.
And they taste fucking good.
Yeah, they're
and they
actually
work.
candy.
I use every night, especially now that I'm working full time, I take one of the Nights gummies, and every single
Are you up to a full one?
every single night I sleep a full night straight through.
through.
Like I don't wake up in the middle of the night. I don't have a problem
And,
falling
and it
asleep.
doesn't affect your dreams or anything either. It's not like, oh, am I going to trip out when it? Like, no, it's literally it just makes your body relax.
And
in
I
a
never
nice
have
way.
problems waking up either. Like it's all good. But we're also brought to you by Fright Rags.
Fright Rags.
I got mine on today. I got
Always,
old school
always.
Halloween TV ad shirt on today.
You've had that shirt for a while, and it's holding up.
It's
nice.
I've had this for a
Years.
couple years now.
Yeah.
This is a vintage.
fresh.
I think you have like 4 Fright Rag shirts and a polo, and that's literally your
Oh no, I
entire.
have way more than 4 Fright Rag shirts.
But I meant like
He's like,
you
wait.
always only almost exclusively wear
Yeah.
Fright Rag shirts, and then I've seen you in a polo like once.
Yeah. And
think, yeah.
I do now have a non-Fright Rag shirt in my collection because went to WrestleMania and they actually had fat guy size shirts. So I was like, guess what? I'm getting
Who'd you get? What'd you get?
I got Austin 316.
Dang.
Hell yeah, brother.
Dude.
He doesn't say brother. Hulk Hogan says
Sorry.
brother. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stone Cold.
Sorry.
You're way cooler than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw that's Steve Austin as Toad from Mario. Hey Mario, we gotta go get your girlfriend Meech from another castle.
What?
That son of a bitch Bowser. Like, dude, I was dying, but it was AI, so that sucks. But man, it was
Which
so
AI
funny.
will also kill you. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you can head to our Patreon.
Yep. Check out our Monday morning.
Patreon.com/scaredycast.
Well, on
Get some
this
free value sesh. Wait, how can people get a discount with Fright Rags?
Well, they go to fright-rags.com and use code SCAREDY10.
Beautiful. And they have more than shirts too. They have a lot of a really cool product.
Yeah.
And they're always coming out with cool stuff all the time.
And it's like
I see their posts all the
exclusive.
time.
You can't just go to like, oh, I'll just look it
Yeah.
up on Amazon. Like, no, this is exclusive stuff.
They
It's
got
like
socks and
beautiful.
pajama pants and cups.
and they last
And they
for
last.
very long.
They last. Look at this. Looks just like the day I got it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Anyways, on this week's episode of Scaredycast. Yeah, we're doing something new now. We're gonna break down what we're gonna talk about. That way,
Break
if
it
people
down.
want to stop listening, they can just jump off.
No.
Oh,
Jump
That
off
way-
the boat.
that way they can skip ahead.
Skip to their favorite part.
Anyways, on this week's episode of Scaredycast, we're going to be talking about how Zach Baggins is being a naughty boy.
Surprise,
Naughty,
surprise.
We're going to be talking about how that Annabelle doll's been causing some chaos. We're going to be talking
Still?
about oh yeah.
Wait, what? I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't
shit.
even call it chaos. I'd call it more like justice.
Oh.
Okay.
We're also going to be talking about some weird stuff that washes up on some beaches.
Yes.
And we're going to be reviewing Cloud in the Cornfield, a new Felissa Rose movie called A Hard Place.
Yes.
And I finally saw Sinners.
Thank God. Can we
So
talk
we're-
about it?
yes,
And I
we
can
will.
spoil it a little bit
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
fine.
Thank goodness. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I watched a
well,
few things
whatever.
too, so we'll see if we have some time. We know how that goes.
Can we finally review Final Destination? Because I really want to.
Oh,
I
yes,
saw
we
it
never-
twice in theaters because I
Wow.
took Friends the
I
second
guess
time.
So. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We got a lot. Okay, we got a lot of movies we
oh,
gotta
we,
get to.
we really
then.
did.
Yeah. We did a whole thing about it.
Okay.
Not really
can,
though.
though.
We didn't super we just kind of gave out of theater reactions. We didn't really review it.
Okay.
Well, I know the embargo lifted, and I was like, "Damn, I haven't seen anything go up." But then again, I have been very busy.
Let's jump into this creep of the week.
Let's do that.
Kelsey. Zach Baggins. Zach.
Zachy boy.
Zach's been a bad boy.
What's he doing?
He's
is he
a fucking loser
bagging
is what he
broads? Is he being a douche?
First of all, let me ask you a question, Brian.
Yes.
Did you even know that he was dating Holly Madison? The Holly Madison?
No.
Playboy bunny?
No.
I knew that because
I had no idea
was
until all this came
insanely
out.
jealous because
Okay. What?
Okay.
yeah.
And it's gotten. She's
Scandalous?
I love it. You know what?
Oh, it's
I wouldn't even
gotten
call
scandalous?
it. I wouldn't
tea
even
is
call
good.
it. Oh, the tea is
this
piping
drama
hot.
shit.
Piping hot tea.
I wouldn't even call it petty because she's just being I just want to know what's happening, guys. And then, Zach and all his little weirdos are coming and saying weird stuff, things that aren't true about her. And so she's just setting the facts straight. But here's what happened. So apparently Holly Madison and Zach Baggins had been dating for 6 years. And they broke up a few months ago, but now all of this stuff is coming out about how he would invite women to his haunted museum and be let's see if we're compatible, if the spirits don't attack you or whatever.
He's trying to pick
But
up
she
chicks
found
with.
she
Come
found his
on.
Bumble, or someone sent a screenshot. So first of all,
Bumble?
he's not even on Raya, which if anyone doesn't
What?
know what that
What
is,
the
Raya is a dating app for famous people or celebrities and or influencers and stuff, people who
You have to get approved to get on it or something?
Yeah.
Oh my God, like a black card from Amex?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
And so
That's crazy.
there are all these TikToks on Holly Madison's on her TikTok page, and all these comments. Of course, everyone is supporting her and being you could do better. It's better off. Blah
Oh,
blah.
God, yeah.
Of course, but let me read you his Bumble bio.
Oh, I saw this. It's so stupid.
First of all, she posted
right.
it and did a green screen with it, and she was I'm not even going to say anything about this. I'm going to let you guys read it for yourselves.
Nice. Did she
I
dump
can't even,
him?
I have such secondhand embarrassment even reading this.
Did she leave him? Did she dump him or did he leave her?
She dumped him, and I'll tell you the story of that here
okay.
in a little bit, because she
right.
just did a video recently about why she ended up leaving him. Oh God, you guys. I seriously, this is so cringe. Will your demons play well with mine? I am a TV show host, an executive producer for several shows on Discovery Plus. ... I talked to ghosts. ...
What a douche. That ... is so...
I talked to ghosts on one of them with a ghost emoji. Own an award-winning museum in downtown Las Vegas. Cigarette smoke is disgusting. I'm picky about my sushi. Been known to wear a top hat. What? And then so for his basics or whatever.
Never seen him wearing a top hat
Ever in
once in my
Like-
life.
No.
So someone pointed out as well that under his interests, he put empathy. What the fuck are you? First of all, that's not an interest, you motherfucker. He's so
on the Max app on your like on my TV. So like if you have like multiple family members, you can set like a profile for each one. That way you're not like watching the same shit and everything and messing up. But you can choose icons. And I chose Zach Baggins for mine just because it was like he's just like with his glasses, hair's all done up, and I was like, that's funny. Like it's funny to see him. But like after all this, I had to change it. I was like, man,
yeah.
I changed it to Bane from Batman the Animated Series. Because you can only make it like shows that are on the app too. So like it's limited to what you can make it.
Okay, so she came out recently saying why they broke up, and basically it was because great, now I'm like blanking on it.
Oh, great.
I know, now I'm like blanking on like why they actually broke up.
Probably because he's Zach Baggins.
Yeah, he's a douche.
Yeah.
She woke up one day.
He invited
she woke up
girls.
one day and saw the episode of Ghost Adventures where he was like choking himself and he started crying. It was like,
besides
all right.
bringing girls over and like doing the creepiness,
so
like,
what has come out now is that like I guess she said that there's up to like 10 girls that have like said that they have hooked up with him or whatever. But what the best thing is some of these comments that people are saying, because like there's more tea in there beyond like him just hooking up with girls. So one person said like, I met him in person once. He has a soul energy of warm mayo. There's literally nothing there. He felt as psychic as a turnip.
What?
Someone else said, my friend works for TMZ and says Zach is constantly annoying and submitting stuff about himself and hope that they'll post it.
That's like the least surprising thing.
I was just gonna say
They
because
only cared, like they only posted because he was
when you were
dating
reading
her.
his profile, I was literally thinking like this sounds like someone writing fan fiction of Zach Baggins. But I'm like, it's literally him. Just like it's like he writes his own bullshit and then is like trying to sell it. Like literally, like, oh my God. It's like he paid someone like, hey, make me a cool bio. And it's just like some dork that's, oh God.
Okay, but one of these other comments like that like sent me was like, my husband just asked if he cheated with a ghost or a real person. And Holly Madison replied with like a bunch of skull emojis. But I just don't understand. Oh, okay. Here's another one. This person posted, one of my former employees dated him a few years ago, and he said he couldn't get serious because he didn't want her to get hurt by the spirits attached to him.
Okay. So this guy opens in his bio about, do my demon, like he's got some weird shit with demons, dude. This guy is trying to be dark and mysterious, just about as good as Chris Angel. Hey, they're both in Vegas, so maybe they should be besties.
There's like a clip of him saying like, what's the craziest thing you've seen on an episode of Ghost Adventures? But now everybody's like stitching it with like clips of him just being super cringy and embarrassing on Ghost Adventures.
Mm-hmm. I hope this is finally what like stops him from.
He was like choking himself. Like he was saying like a demon or something had control of his body. He didn't know what was going on and he couldn't stop it. And he starts crying. He's like, I can't stop it. He's like,
dude.
And I'm like, oh boy. Like, how do all these other ghost shows, like everybody goes and like nothing, but every time he doesn't just like have, oh, we caught a thing. We caught like a little bit of audio. It's like full on, holy shit, I'm possessed.
Listen.
This demon's got in my brain. Like an anomaly just flew into my brain and my head started hurting. That's on every episode.
All over my body.
Every episode there's
Probably
an anomaly.
From all the women that he cheated on with. Okay, so the reason why Holly broke up with him was because one of her good friends had just died. And so one of her other friends invited her out to Vegas, which is where he lives. Like they must have had like a long distance relationship because I'm pretty sure she's based in California. So she was like, hey, I'm going to be in Vegas, la la. And he was like, okay, like, can you do like, let's hang out like this time. She's like, well, I can't because like we're going to go to a show. I'm going to try to get my mind off things, like, whatever. But I can hang out after that. But she was like, famously, he always said that he would go to bed early and all this stuff. She's like, it's probably because he's bringing other girls on, like, into like his place or whatever. And so she basically was like, if you're not going to meet me in the middle, if you're not going to be there for me, like when I need support, like I'm over this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was just like the final straw for her. And then she also was saying how now, like, he was like, well, you never introduced me to your kids. And she's like, first of all, which I love this. This is such like mama bear, like absolutely protect your children, like at all costs, and like don't just be bringing like a bunch of random people. She's like, first of all, I'll never introduce my kids to anyone unless I have a ring on my finger. And she's like, that obviously, and she's like, he's very, very publicly said that he hates kids. Oh. And so, you know, his like all of his like friends and stuff were like trying to bash her about that, being like, oh, if you like were so serious with him, like why wouldn't you bring your kids around, stuff like that. She's like, because I'm a good mom and like, you know, I'm not going to do that. That's not how I'm going to raise my kids.
Yeah. Besides, what if she never felt comfortable?
Yeah.
What if she that's her decision to make, also, not anyone else's.
You never know. Like, you don't want to bring like a whole bunch of people that aren't going to be like a part of your kids' lives. Like, you know, it just creates instability and like all that stuff. Yeah. But like, then she was like, she's like, also, it's very interesting because on his like Bumble profile, he says that like he's like open to kids or whatever. And she was like, or like undecided or something. She's like, you're 50 years old. How are you undecided about kids?
So
and she's like, he's publicly tweeted and stuff like that he hates kids. So she's like, of course I'm not going to like bring my kids around him. Like,
there's things about kids that this world will never understand. Understand. That's a Ghost Adventures reference for you guys.
Yeah. I think we all, like, if we've like been cheated on or like, you know, been in like a bad relationship, like we all wish that we could just have a whole bunch of people just like fucking come in and just get them.
Nobody watches Ghost Adventures for like seriousness, right?
I think they do. There's like, probably the same people that are on Facebook thinking that shark video of kissing the guy was real.
Lot of I've seen like a handful of episodes of Ghost Adventures, but they're always like
the same.
They're the same. Like,
but you can say that about a lot of shows.
True.
There's always
especially
like
ghost shows, for God's sake.
No episode ever like has an ending either. Like it just randomly ends every time too. Like it's just like.
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay, demon's gone from my brain now.
They're always like, we're running out of time to do this. It's like, why are you running out of time?
You were locked in.
You are editing this show.
You're in control of your show. Like,
but
it's your show.
I feel like that's how a lot of the like, God, there's this one that I watched and I'm like, is anything ever going to happen? It's the one where they're trying to find treasure or something. It's like Oak.
Oh, the Curse of Oak Island.
Yes, thank you. And
yeah,
it's like,
people still.
I don't think there's anything there. Like
they
at
still
all.
religiously.
Well, like there's a lot of stuff that's in his museum that they've debunked.
Oh, great!
Like people have come out and been like, "Oh yeah, that thing's not haunted. I literally just
I
built
don't
that
know
in my
how
shop and like made it all up."
Did
like
you
it's
guys
the Divic box or something is like the biggest one. Like apparently it went from being like the most haunted item in the world to, and it's in his museum, to now it's like, oh, the guy that made it just made it, and like it's not haunted.
And
or
just
anything
said a
at
bunch
all.
of shit.
Yeah.
Damn. You know, like the shows like the Gold Rush.
Yeah.
I guess one of the.
I love Gold Rush.
Did you hear about that? The guy, the younger kid that was like took over the grandpa's claim, and it was like a big deal. He's got life in prison.
What?
Yeah, he's off the show. Like it's done. He's done.
Wait, but he was like one of the. He was like the main guy.
Yes.
Wait, what happened? Did he kill somebody?
No, I think my dad said it was something like with business. Like he screwed
was like a
a shit ton of people over, and I don't know. My dad didn't really get into it much, but I was like, "Oh, that's for real?" I thought that was just like clickbait. He's like, "No, man." He's like that. He's got life, and I was like, "What?" So you just never know what's going on with these shows. They're all full of shit. It's all written for TV.
Yeah. I mean, like some like Deadliest Catch is real.
For the most part.
I mean, I don't think they script anything.
But here's
on
the thing,
that,
like it won't sell unless it's dramatic.
Yeah, but I mean, like, oh my God, Ghost Adventures. Like,
oh yeah.
Like a lot of things in ghost hunting, I almost like 90% of it. Like I'm like, I don't know. Like I have no reason not to believe in ghosts, but like I'm open to the idea of it. But like whenever somebody sends me a picture, they're like, Tony, you got to look at this. I'm like, what is it? And they're like, it's an orb. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face with that. It's not an orb. It's a dust particle or something else floating in the air. Come on.
You're very much, you need that.
But
experience.
On Ghost Adventures, it's like every single tiny thing like that. That's a ghost. Like that's a ghost.
Really?
They're like,
That's
I'm burning hot.
like
I'm
they'll
burning.
be every episode there's like a shot and like a particle floating in the air and you know how like
It's just dust. Yeah.
that's not dust, that's an anomaly. And it happens at this time when we said this and I got a headache because it flew into my brain. I'm like, oh Jesus, guys.
I think he spent too much time in the dark. Maybe he's just like he's lost it.
Remember that movie
I
saw?
think
Like
he's
the
just,
first
I
like
think he just wants to be rich, and
the
so there's a
first-
lot of
That's
stupid people out there that allows
true.
him to be. So
Yep.
like Scaredycast, anything we did outside of just podcasting was we did like, hey guys, let's all meet up and go see Demon House.
that was one of
Remember
the
that?
yes, and I was like afterwards, I was like, Tony, I'm so mad at you for making me go watch that movie. I was like, I can't even believe
We
that I
had
watched
met
that
up
movie
at
right now.
Arizona Mills, like
I remember that,
saw
yes.
Demon House, and
That
like
was years.
I was gonna say this
ago.
is but way
That
before
had to
me.
be, like,
way-
This
it
is
was
way
like
before Brian.
2016.
it was no, it was like
2017?
2018, 2019,
2018?
probably like
Oh,
2018, I
shit.
think. Yeah.
Damn.
But it was just like you're waiting for this whole movie to see something because it was like it's based off of a real house that like serious
He owned
shit
the
went
house,
on
yeah.
in. We're like, it wasn't just like the family reported seeing things. Like police went in there and were like, yeah, we saw this shit. Like
Yeah.
police and doctors and everybody were like, yup, that's crazy. That's not normal at all.
Yeah, I'm
And then
leaving
Zach
this.
Baggins bought it and made a documentary about it. And like the documentary, you don't ever see shit.
Horrible.
But apparently the reason he wears those glasses now that he has on is because apparently this isn't, I'm not 100% on this, but like from what I remember, something happened at the demon house that messed up his eyes. And now he has to wear those big glasses all the time.
Come on, no
What?
way. No
like some like
fucking
a demon
way.
actually try to like blind
like
him or
a
something?
Three Stooges demon went up and went,
Maybe he got CTE from it, and that's why
Oh
he's
my
like.
God.
"Ugh,
The
there's
ghost-
some
remember
shit
the,
like
isn't the
Permanently.
ending? Like he starts like screaming at something in the hallway and like,
Why wouldn't they show that? Maybe because he actually got hurt.
He walked into a
doubt it
door.
got caught.
Like
walked
he's
into a
probably
door.
his dumb
He
ass
fell down
probably
the
tripped
step.
on something. Yeah, and he's like, the
anyways.
ghost gave me glaucoma in my eyes.
Now I have to get a biannual test for my eyes.
I had to buy these ultimate spectrograph reflecting sunglasses.
His like optometrist just watching like.
there are things going on with my eyes that you will never understand.
The demons make me cheat on my wife.
He actually has like Coke bottle glasses, and that's why he just like makes them dark so like people don't understand.
Did you ever see the
like,
clip of him on Wheel of Fortune?
Okay,
Whenever
well,
he
I
was
saw
like
all these photos of him.
super young.
He looks
What?
terrible.
Really?
He looks
He was-
terrible.
I'm
Brian,
Team Holly. But
Holly all the way.
I'm still gonna have to watch Ghost Adventure once in a while just for a laugh or two, like,
Dude,
just to see what kind of
Just to
goofy
get pissed
shit.
off.
Just to get watch him clown around.
Just to see some goofy shit.
yeah,
Brian,
idiots. Yes.
we for anyone who's not a patron, you're gonna have to go listen to this episode. But I feel like your dad, unfortunately, fell victim to an AI video of Gold Rush. Man,
What?
it's a false claim.
Fake news.
Fake news. It was an AI video, man.
There it
We went
is.
ghost hunting in Jerome, where they did an episode of Ghost Adventures.
Shout out to Jason. Oh,
Shout out
he gave us some
Jason.
tea on that.
And apparently, of the many places Zach Baggins is banned from, he's banned from Jerome. Like they won't let him. Apparently, they won't
Not
let him go
even
ghost
just
hunting
like
there anymore.
a place, a house, a building.
City
Get
of
out of our whole city, you numbnut
like
fuck.
he was not 86 from a bar.
The entire town was like, nope, can't sit here.
That is legitimately
Can't
one of
sit
the
here.
most haunted places in America. Like you fucked up.
It's
What
the
if we got
haunted-
Holly to go ghost hunting in Jerome with
Oh,
us?
Holly.
Holly.
Hit her
Holly.
up. Hit her up.
We have an amazing ghost hunting, actual like a ghost.
What if she makes her own ghost show?
Oh my
and just
God, that would be
crushes Ghost
amazing.
Adventures.
Oh,
But
Holly,
she
make
calls
your
it.
own ghost, and
But she calls
by
it
Scaredycast.
Spirit Journeys.
I don't like that.
Well, no, because it's Ghost Adventures.
Oh, okay, I like it now.
You get it?
Okay.
Get it? I was making a little,
I got you.
We can brainstorm on that. We can brainstorm on that.
or just
She
call
does-
it
she does do a
Titties and
series-
Ghosts. I'd watch that.
I mean, I don't know anybody.
That's
who would
why-
watch it.
that's-
Didn't we talk about it a long time ago? Like
The Lingerie Football League.
something like that. It was like, what if like we got like there was like a nude ghost hunting show?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like Naked and Afraid. Well, but actually Naked.
naked
and
and we'll call it naked and literally afraid. Because you're nude in a haunted, dusty.
Suit. Either that or they're gonna pick us up for like $5 billion.
I ain't getting naked on no show unless you pay me a lot of money.
Holly does do the series where she talks about, you know how there's been so many Playboy models that have disappeared and all that stuff. So she does talk about all that stuff, and that's kind of how I think how her and like Zach Baggins have like kind of how they kind of got.
It's
there.
called like the Playboy Murders, right?
Something like that.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, so we're gonna
They'll probably make a Netflix movie on it or something, a little documentary.
Well, do you guys want to get into some listener stories?
Yes,
Sure
please.
do.
Stories or questions?
Listener questions.
Oh, okay.
This listener question comes from our good friend Ryan Gall.
Oh,
Hi,
shut
Ryan.
up! Really?
One of the writers and
Wow.
stars of McCurdy Point,
I'm honored.
which is hitting those festival circuits right now
And winning.
and winning.
You seen him with them trophies? Yeah, boy. Dude, that's our guys. We hung out at what was that little place? That little bar. That
it was
right
the little
outside
bar next to Harkins at the Phoenix Film
Yeah,
Festival.
and we
I don't
just
know
like
the name.
talked to them right after seeing their movie.
We just hung out,
and
had some beers.
It was
and had some
amazing,
laughs.
dude. It was so
I'm
cool.
sad I
We're like
missed
best friends now. Well,
Oh my
Ryan
God,
wants
I
to know
wish.
what we think. What do we think is the best kill in any horror movie?
Oh,
Mine is a super boring answer.
hit me.
It's Friday the 13th, whenever Jason's got the girl in the sleeping bag and he's swinging her against, just smacking her against the tree. Like,
Yeah, that's great.
that's always like,
That's great.
That's the very first one that comes to mind. Is like,
Dude, how do
Oh,
I
it's so
even
great.
narrow it down?
It's
There's
just so
so
great.
many. Like, I almost have to give honorable mentions.
and then Jason X, when he puts the girl's head in the liquid nitrogen and then brings it back out and then smashes
Crushes
her face.
it. Yeah, that's a
dude.
great one. That's a great one.
It's always Jason coming up with the good ones.
I will say, I have to give. Do you have one?
You guys are gonna be mad at me because it's not a horror movie, but it's a great kill.
It's like, oh my gosh, you guys.
You remember
Remember when Pizza the
There's a lot of
Hut
murder
dies
in
in
it. There's a lot of murder.
Spaceballs?
You remember when Darth Vader? No.
I was gonna say Kill Bill when she finally
Off.
spoilers when she kills Bill and like the way that she does it, like that is just such.
What's
Oh,
it
that is
called?
like
The
the
five
epitome.
finger something?
Yeah, it's like the 5 pressure point, like
Yeah.
something. I'll look it up, but like you see that her master actually taught it to her, which he didn't teach to anybody, and then he's like, he taught you the blah blah blah.
He
Like,
taught you the 5
Like,
finger
damn.
point.
And then it's like
Pressure
dying,
point.
knowing. Yeah.
like that is just like the epitome. I love like we always talk about revenge movies.
Good
and-
revenge.
Wasn't it like
Oh,
if
yeah.
like after she does it, you
And he
have
has to
like
take,
you
like,
have like
5
5
steps or something
steps,
like that.
and then your heart explodes on your 5th step.
Incredible.
The
Wow.
Kill Bill's great.
I haven't seen it in so long. I only remember bits and pieces.
Those movies are.
Well, then there was multiple, so now I really get confused. But
What?
I like what happens in which. Believe it or not, I saw him on like Comedy Central or something. It was like a TV thing, and I was like, Kill Bill. All right, and then I watched it and was like,
The
But they edited
5
so much out of it. It was like,
those
Yeah, you're
TV
not gonna
channels
see
don't make any
anything.
sense anymore.
So
I remember like they were showing Armageddon on IFC one time, and I'm like, really? The independent film Armageddon?
famously so.
Okay.
Crowdfunded.
never heard of it. I don't. What is it about? Is it?
Crowdfunded?
I think they were on GoFundMe or
Is
something.
it
Indiegogo.
is it a good coming of age story?
Kickstarter called Armageddon.
The name of the thing that Beatrix Kiddo kills Bill with is the 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
That's it.
Damn, they could have thought of a cooler name, but still, it's a pretty cool idea.
That's a
Okay, you
pretty
can't even
cool
remember
name.
the movie, so you can't talk shit about it.
Yeah, you haven't even come up with your favorite death yet.
I said it was a dope. Okay, I have like 6.
Well,
ready
then
to go,
name
like,
one.
Say them quick.
like I'm a fan. Like I'm
All right,
fanning a pistol.
do all 6.
All right, not in any order.
Not
I'm
in
going to
any
say there's a kill in Dark Watch where barbed wire goes through his body and you watch it coil around him like a vine and it goes
Ooh.
through his eyes and it's like, oh, so good. I got to give it to basically like every Predator kill because, dude, when he rips the bear in half, that's just as equally cool as when he's like hanging all those gangsters and skinning their bodies and hanging them from a roof. Like, I don't know, like pretty much like anything Predator. What was the movie? With the woods and you follow the
In a Violent Nature?
Thank you, dude. I loved that
yoga-
kill.
the yoga
with
kill?
Yes,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the hook and that was so brutal. I loved it.
The part whenever he like wraps the chain around his wrist one more time and like pulls.
And then he puts his boot into her back, and then you go, no. Yeah, that was a great one. And then I got to give it probably, a lot of Terrifier kills, some of the best. Like, absolutely. Most, like, horrifying.
So yours are like gruesome kills. That's
Yeah,
like what you're saying. It's
yeah,
like
and then
best
I would say, number 1. Sorry, it's not a serial killer kill, but someone dies.
this is number 1?
It's a death. I just
Okay,
thought of it.
here we go.
The Thing.
Oh.
When his body's mutating and his head pops off and turns it, like watching him just get crippled and listening to him scream and like watching his body just rip apart. Oh,
If we go non-horror, I go with that dude from RoboCop. That
The dick
was
shot?
No, the where he's like get the chemicals all over him. He's like, get off me, dude! Like
there was a
he gets hit by the car, just
yeah. There was a good it was like some indie movie like about teenagers playing like a game like Would You Rather or something. But it wasn't Would You Rather, that's a different movie. But this one kid gets battery acid straight from a battery IV'd into his body, and I was
That has
like,
to be the
it would
most
probably
painful.
like kill you pretty like right away, or I don't know, because if you
It's like a road.
I used to work. Yeah, I used to work at a few car places, and like I've got battery acid on my hands and like my leg or my arm, and after a while, it starts to itch and then it starts to burn if you don't get it off. And I was like, I've also got like IVs before, and I know you immediately feel that.
It goes in your system.
So
real
like,
quick.
burning, melting your insides out. Like that's probably one of the best kills too.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I can't narrow it down to one. Sorry,
There's
Brian.
so
Alright.
many,
You have some
and I
good
will
ones.
say there are a bunch of movies that are like we just saw Final Destination, so I mean, there's so many unique kills in Final.
God, yeah.
Like you can think about like Final Destinations, the Saws, like you know what I mean. Like there's just so many unique kills that you're just
Right.
like,
How do I pick
how
a
do you-
favorite?
But also too, what makes me like a little nervous is like the people writing these things.
Oh,
I'm like, how do you come up with that?
How about all the ones in The Boys?
oh,
The most
my
ridiculous
gosh.
deaths ever.
The Boys.
I mean,
love
right
that show.
away, you know, his girlfriend
Within
gets
5 minutes of the show,
obliterated by a superhero on
He's
accident.
holding her arms.
Right.
She's just exploding. He's like, can't stop.
Pink
can't
mist.
Stop.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, those kills
Those are good.
and like those are creative, but best, it's tough. It's tough to say.
Because even too, like some movies, I was like, I don't know. Like, I mean, The Monkey, Thanksgiving, like those all have like really good kills in it.
I
too.
loved even in Here for Blood when he keeps smashing the head, and it's hilarious because he's just like, it's just so mulched and squishy and
And
gross.
then the music, it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
it changes. Like the tone is like.
Psycho
changing
Gorman
back and
has
forth.
really cool kills too. That one's
This is-
great.
Yeah, it's tough. But I'm gonna stay with Kill Bill.
Yeah, sorry, shitty answer.
That's all right.
We gave you all the answers.
We gave you every possible watch, but all these people are gonna say,
But you did it.
Next, well, like speaking of kills and things, Casey Harden, who played Allie in Terrifier 2, she was the one that was killed in the bedroom.
Oh God, one of my favorites.
Horrible.
She's going to be at Artists Assemble Horror Fest.
"Oh,
No
Swear
way.
As
to-
will we.
That's one of my
As
my
will we.
favorite. It's one of the most brutal all
when,
time.
when is that taking
Artists
place?
Assemble Horror Fest is happening October 3rd to the 5th at the Doubletree in Tempe, Arizona.
Beautiful, and we will be there.
Oh my God, yes.
So far, we got a whole bunch of cool guests, including us. Scout Taylor Compton's going to be there.
Isn't there? There was a movie. I'm trying to remember. It was like a one-off, and I was like, oh shit. Oh damn it! I'm not gonna get it right now because I'm on camera. You guys know I get nervous.
But you know what though? If someone wants Scaredycast somewhere, what can they do?
They go to artistsassembleproductions.com and you can book us for your event.
That's a new
We'll come
development.
along. We can just hang out. We can do a
Yeah.
podcast. We can host some trivia.
Yeah,
Just hang out.
We can do anything.
we can juggle.
We can do whatever you want.
I can't
Oh,
juggle.
invite us to
Everybody's
some
got a
sex
price.
parties.
I can't juggle, but I can jiggle.
We can,
I'll juggle, you jiggle, and what are you gonna do?
I'll jiggle too.
2 jiggles for the price of one.
A couple jigglers.
Hilarious.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
All right,
Money don't jiggle jiggle.
Next
It falls.
listener
I like the
question
way-
is:
hit me.
what do you guys think? What remake is better than the original
Song or movie?
movie?
I have a lot of songs.
This
I'm not a
guy.
movie guy. I'm
God,
sorry.
every time.
Let me think.
You're still getting roasted on TikTok for that Stephen King thing.
Days
What
of
did
the-
I say? Oh,
Whenever
for
I
not-
said,
for
what's the
not-
best Stephen King movie? And you're like, movies about Stephen King? He's like,
I
what?
didn't even catch that when he
I
first
literally
did it.
only remember him ever being in like, or like, I guess like, this is a Stephen King movie. I know like 4 off the top of my head that are like blatantly
Yeah,
obvious.
so then why would it be?
Because I didn't like any of them that much.
But I mean, why would there be?
But that's
a
because I
movie
was like,
about Stephen.
like, so
because
much.
the way it was said was like, what's your favorite Stephen King? And I was like, there's like 4. It's not like there's 50. And
Okay,
then,
if we asked
you
you
what's
what's
like 4?
What if we asked you what's your
Listen,
favorite Steven
but
Spielberg
then
movie?
you
Would it be
guys
like
said-
about Steven Spielberg?
But I know he has, that's what I'm saying. He has a ton of movies. For me, I thought like Stephen King directed, like, and I'm thinking like, oh, okay, maybe there's like, I'm trying to think of more movies. But then you're like, no, stuff based off his stories. This one was Stephen King. And I was
no,
like,
no. Don't gaslight us right now. Well, you said
Wait,
about Stephen King. That's
no,
what you said.
I'm saying, all right. I don't know if I'm making
Wait,
my point.
what are you saying?
I don't care.
Hey,
Anyways.
what remake do you guys think's better than the original?
Jesus
Day,
Christ.
Day of the Dead.
Oh,
I know.
Day of the Dead.
Oh, easy.
Oh, Day of the Dead. I'm getting confused with Days of the Dead, which will be here in Phoenix in July. Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Duh.
right.
Oh my God.
Mine is, I just mentioned it earlier, Omega Man and I Am Legend. That's a way better
You
remake.
think I Am Legend is better than Omega Man? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize I Am Legend was a remake.
Yeah.
It's
God, that
very
that
strange.
scene with the dog. Ugh, I can't even think about it.
Omega
So
Man
sad.
it was hard to watch.
I mean, I'm sure there's a better answer for this, but like my immediate, dude, people are gonna get so mad.
See, this is why we need to know these questions before.
No,
You put
I
us
like
on the
this.
spot.
No, put us
that's
on
what
the
it's
spot.
about,
Gotta
man.
put
It's
us on
not
the
being put
spot.
on the spot.
But then I always say something bad.
That's okay. Because then people jump in the comments, they start screaming at you. Then we get like a
Fine,
bunch of
yeah.
comments.
Hey,
the algorithm picks it
look,
up, pushes out to more people. And
I
Brian's
don't even-
sensitive. Brian's
joke-
sensitive. You can be
jokes
mean to
on
me.
you.
And hey, you know what? I get in there and I defend you.
That
You
boy.
do.
I was gonna
You
say
got your
jokes.
back. I get in
Jokes
there,
on
I'm
you
like,
guys. I don't even watch any of this shit. So say whatever the fuck you want because I ain't reading it anyways.
My answer is going to make
fuck.
people angry, and I don't give a fuck.
You do.
The
Dark.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake
On
is
Netflix?
better than the original. No, not on Netflix. Let me talk, Brian. No, you know what? The one on Netflix fucking rocks. But the remake with Jessica Biel, better than the original. I'm sorry.
I
There is one
highly disagree.
There is one moment in the remake that outshines everything in the original. Is whenever Jessica Biel's in that car and Leatherface stands up and he's wearing her boyfriend's face. That fucking rocks, dude. Like that was like, oh shit. He's wearing Eric Balfour face. He's Eric Balfour face. He's not Leatherface. He's a Balfour face.
Okay.
And I was like, that
Okay.
fucking rules, dude. Like, yeah, that's so good.
I love when
Based
you.
off of that one thing.
I love
mean,
when
it's-
you do
it's a
this on
heavy
the show
thing,
all the time. You act like Tony's mom, and he's like telling you like, so this Pokemon does this, and then
This one
and
does this,
fires
Mom.
strong against grass, and then you're like, oh, okay.
I'm like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Sometimes you just have this like motherly like, mm-hmm.
Because
okay,
I just have
okay.
to
Zone out.
sometimes
Well,
I just gotta
hey,
let you guys
listen.
go. These
The-
are just opinions.
The original Texas
might
Chainsaw
be wrong,
Massacre
but-
is a masterpiece.
We also saw a couple
Oh,
I saw a
Ocean's
documentary.
11. Ocean's 11 is an absolute way better remake.
Beautiful, yeah. That's also not
That's
horror
my
movie,
number.
that's okay.
Oh, is it horror?
Yeah, man. I mean, if we're talking any movie ever in the world, there's a lot out there. But yeah, dude, 100%. Ocean's 11's incredible.
Perfect.
It's a perfect movie.
It is.
Perfect movie.
It might be one of my like top 3 favorite movies of all time.
It should
You
be.
guys,
Ah.
what do you got against Terry Benedict?
Oh, don't do this. Not now. We don't have time, all right? We have enough to cover. Let's get back to
What
the
do you got
spooky.
against Terry Benedict? That's the question.
Don't do this.
He doesn't just come after you.
Torpedoed
God
my
damn it.
casino, muscled me out. Now he's gonna blow it up next month to make way for some gaudy monstrosity. Don't think I don't see what you're doing.
Jesus.
What are we doing? If you're going after Terry Benedict, you better goddamn know. This sort of thing used to be civilized. You hit a guy, he'd whack you, done. But with Benedict, I'm sorry.
What does he say? He'll
going,
kill
keep
you.
going. You gotta finish it.
He'll kill you and then dig you up and then get to work on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
God, now I
Not
wanna
know
watch
your
Ocean's
names
11.
Or think you're involved or think you're dead because he'll kill you and then he'll go to work on you.
that's what it is. Who do you have in mind? I skipped a little bit. Matt Damon. Okay. Do you have any more listener questions?
That's all for the listener questions.
Wonderful.
Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for submitting those. And also to remember, not just questions. If you guys ever have stories,
Yes,
stories?
or
wanna
topics
hear-
that
we
you
wanna
want us
hear
to
the
cover.
stories.
Let us know.
Comments you want to just
We're
throw at
here
us
for the
and
people.
we'll react it to. I don't care.
Right,
Send us whatever you want. You can send them to our DMs on Instagram.
Oh, slide in them DMs.
Send all
man,
nudes
get
to
on
my
in.
email at.
Okay.
We have a P.O. box on our website,
Oh, yeah.
scaredycast.com. You can send us some things. We'll put them on our shelves back here.
Send us.
We'll display it on
what
here
if
if
someone
it's
bought us
cool.
like a random butt plug and they're like, "You said you'd put it on the
I
set."
mean, if it's horror related.
If it's a cool butt plug.
My friend Alice from Vegas, she has like horror related dildos and stuff. We need to get one of those on the
Hey,
set.
tell her
one
we'll
of
promote them. We'll just put them like on the
Oh,
set.
she doesn't need help promoting them.
Ooh.
She's like, these things sell.
Hey, nice.
Well, let's get on to some ghost news here.
I like that.
Annabelle is on tour. Have you seen this?
No, what?
Yes. And
Which is an immediate no-no because, well, I mean, it's the Warrens, so they're full of shit.
Right. We talked about
But
that like
the
a week
thing
ago.
with Annabelle the doll is apparently very real. And you are not supposed to touch that doll, move that doll. It is supposed to stay put.
in her special casing too.
So immediately this year, they're like, let's take this thing on tour.
Uh-oh.
Nothing's going to happen.
We need to
right?
make some money.
But it's not, it's been on tour, but it's bringing some justice.
Explain.
Well, the first place it goes to, it was in New Orleans, I believe,
Nolans.
and a prison break happens.
Okay.
Like 13 people.
To be fair, there's been like 30 plane crashes in the last month, and Annabelle wasn't involved. So I'm just
do we
saying,
know
shit
that, though?
happens.
You don't know that.
Do we
You
know
don't
that
know
for
that.
sure, though?
You don't know that.
We don't know that for sure.
Annabelle caused 9/11.
Oh, I
Maybe.
don't know, maybe.
Maybe. Annabelle was a part of the inside
Did you
job.
just say Annabelle was Al Qaeda? Did you
Annabelle.
just say
I did not say
Al Qaeda?
whoa.
But then Annabelle the dog gets taken
Al-Qaeda
to
Bell.
That's a good one.
where Annabelle was in Louisiana. A
Louisiana.
plantation burnt down.
Good.
And it wasn't a plantation, just any plantation. It was the largest plantation there that had like almost 200 slave workers or slaves. And they were using it as an event space for weddings and things like that. So they weren't
KKK rallies.
they weren't using it as an educational place, to talk about the history and everything that happened during that time period. So there were so many people that were like outside. They were like taking selfies of while they're trying to fight the fires up behind them, and they're like, it's burning down. Like everyone was like super happy about it.
And
Not
then people
everyone,
are like, comment, you say, send Annabelle here, send Annabelle there. Like,
they're like, I know another large house.
large place that Annabelle should
Okay,
go
so
visit.
hold on.
Historic large
was
house.
it like Annabelle just drove by, or it was in
I don't
the
know.
city?
It
or
was
like
in the
Just in the
city.
city.
It was just in the city. But I mean, maybe it drove
something
by.
bad's going to happen.
Somewhere
in the
else
city,
burned
but-
down there as well. Did you see that?
Is it all fires? Like what?
I
the
checked to
hell?
see if Annabelle was coming to Phoenix, but it's not.
Would you go see her?
Oh,
Hell
100%.
No.
Hell yeah, I would.
What if your car blew up?
Then, am I in it?
No.
Maybe.
Oh, fucking blow it up.
All right.
Do I get to get it on video?
Yeah.
Do I get to get the whole thing of like, oh my gosh, it's Annabelle. Oh my God, whoa, the car blew up. Ah! And I get to record all that on video?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Done.
Annabelle, get your ass to Phoenix and
Teabag his
explode
car, blow
my
it up.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah. But make sure I get my Ocean's 11 soundtrack out of the car first.
And your Bill and Ted's on cassette.
And my Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure soundtrack on cassette out of the car first. I don't even know why I have that in there. Like, I don't have a cassette player. Like, it's just in
it's just
there.
cool to have.
It's just in there.
I'm trying
You
to
look
see.
deep in thought.
I was just trying to see. Another place had burned down as well. Like it was another
Oh, I just thought of something.
it was another racist place.
Yo, give me Annabelle versus Megan.
Ooh, that one.
Who are you taking in that?
Oh man,
Annabelle for
I'm
sure.
taking Annabelle.
Annabelle,
Yeah,
yeah.
Annabelle for sure.
I mean, well, now think about this though.
'Cause she
One
just
is
possessed
demons.
Megan, and, like-
I was gonna say one is demons and one is electronic. But
Yeah,
can demons
I mean-
possess electronics?
I mean, I'm sure
They can alter, I
could-
guess,
they
like
could
lights
do. I
and
mean, they're
stuff.
demons, man. They can do whatever they want.
Well, then yeah. But how can you hurt? I guess it could just manifest. I don't know.
It just gets inside of the circuitry.
Someone write that. That could be
Somebody
interesting.
get on that.
A sci-fi demon.
Who owns
yeah.
the rights to these movies? I know Blumhouse is Megan. Who's got Annabelle's
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers? Shit.
Yep. Sorry, man.
Wait, isn't Warner Brothers with Blumhouse though?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I don't
either.
know movies.
You guys figure it out. I mean, if Marvel and Sony can figure out Spider-Man, you guys can figure out how to get Annabelle and Megan together in a movie. All right, just do it. Like,
Just
give the people what they want. That's what these studios need to stop. Like, stop trying to reboot and remake. You need to start crossing over your characters, and like Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park have to happen. Like, that has to happen. Like, it makes the most sense at this point.
pretty soon, I can just see it. The Fast and Furious movies just being like Hot Wheels tracks, just like jumping through shark flaming hoop mouths.
I mean,
like,
they're basically
monster
already
truck.
there,
Like,
dude. Like,
yeah,
they went to space.
It only makes sense.
Like, they drove a car in space.
Honestly, they need to make a show, like a cartoon show, so that way they can keep the kids interested.
They did.
Oh my god!
I think there's like a Netflix Fast and there is. It's a Netflix Fast and Furious cartoon.
Son of a bitch.
It's already there, man.
The other place that burned down was Marie Laveau's house, who was like a famous
yeah.
voodoo queen.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And I think too, when Annabelle arrived, there was like people that still practice voodoo. They were like doing stuff like trying to like doing like holy water or something at her. So
Wait. Is that the same chick that was that they made the American Horror Story?
I think so.
But that she wasn't the what'd you say, the not like a witch, but
she's
she
voodoo.
was practicing voodoo. Yeah. But like I thought that was the owner, the white chick that what's her name played? Oh my god, she was in Misery.
Kathy Bates.
Oh,
Kathy
yeah.
Bates. Kathy Bates played the plantation owner. I thought that was her name because she was like super violent and brutal to her slaves. That was like the whole thing. And so then they get
Was that the
vengeance.
lady in New Orleans that like used to like chain them in the attic and do weird?
And then they made a whole. What's the name? Is that? Maybe I'm completely mixing them up.
I know who you're talking about. Like,
I'm wondering why it sounds familiar.
I've listened to like
Yeah.
true crime documentary stuff
Yeah.
about her.
And she was. It was. She
like
was
that house is still there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this said.
New
So
Orleans,
But I can't
if that's
remember-
wrong, then
Oh, I don't know. I was
let us
just
know
asking.
in the comments.
I was just
Yeah,
asking.
let us know if you guys want to see Annabelle versus Megan.
Do you guys have movies to review?
I do.
I
Is
do
it
as
time
well.
for movie reviews?
I don't know. I have
Let's
no
do
idea.
it.
We don't
think
have our
so.
timer. We don't have our countdown timer.
I know.
Let's do it because I got a few.
I do as well. I'm gonna break them up a little bit.
I will start off. Let's just start off with Sinners.
Okay.
Starting off
Holy
strong.
shit. So like the week it came out, I had the flu real bad. Like I thought it was
You passed out in the bathroom. You were so
passed
sick.
out in mid puke in the
Yeah,
bathroom. I was so
scary.
sick.
You missed Scaredycast.
I still hurt. Like where I landed on the bathtub, my arm, like it still hurts.
Your arm is
It's
just
been like a month.
Your arm is just broken. Like
Dude,
a hairline
like,
fracture.
I ain't never been that sick in my life, but
Damn.
like I wasn't able to go then. And then the week after that, I started my new job, so I was just like adjusting to life of balancing a new job and Scaredycast stuff. So I wasn't able to go, but I wanted to see it in the IMAX because we have a real IMAX that's playing it, which is like there's a lot of IMAXs, but they're not real IMAXs. They just have a big screen. Like this was
like a Cinecapri.
yeah, I think there's only there was in the entire country there was only 8 real IMAXs showing Sinners.
Damn.
Holy crap.
And every time I tried to go, it was just the front row was the only thing available.
Which is crazy because that theater is huge.
So like I waited too long and I wound up seeing in like the smallest screen at a Harkins last night.
no.
Like it's like the one way down the hallway.
The
at the end of
11:30 at night show.
It's like at the end of the hallway, like anyway. But it was still like a lot of people in there, like. But oh my god, this movie
I've been waiting to talk about it.
was I know so good. It's very. I mean, even Ryan Coogler said that he was inspired by From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah,
It's
heavy.
very heavy, like.
Heavy. Now,
And I mean, it's not a. It's like the only negative thing I would say, but like it's not even like really a negative thing. But it's like,
Right.
oh, it's like this is From Dusk Till Dawn.
like the only thing
Or,
unoriginal about this movie
yeah,
is
yeah.
the fact that it's basically like a barn being raided by vampires.
And Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight reminded
there
me
you
of
go.
that a lot too.
Right? Yeah, big time.
But
big time.
it's like the one word I can describe it, and just give me a minute. It's like thick.
Oh.
Rich.
It's like a
Rich,
thick.
I think is your
because there's every character in the movie has so much like lore to them.
so much life.
Yeah, like you're just engulfed in them, and like you
Yeah.
want to know. It's over 2 hours long.
It's a very long movie.
And you know what I say? You know what I always say is like, no horror movie needs to be over 90 minutes.
I knew you weren't. That's one of the first things I said to you when you said, dude, how was it? I was like, you're going to not like it. It's very long.
This movie needed to be 3 hours.
Damn.
Whoa!
Like, I needed more.
For Tony
I
to
needed
This
more.
is
These might be.
Breaking development.
God, yeah, while I was watching it, I was like, is this my favorite vampire movie ever?
Wow. God, I need to
And
see
I'm like,
it.
I don't know, because like Lost Boys is like, you know, like.
Dude,
I don't know,
tough.
man. It's
I'm
tough.
going to say.
But I will say that the vampires in it might be my favorite vampires.
Oh, okay.
Just like the way they look.
The way they look.
Okay.
They're
the way,
more
like,
human than
and,
they
like,
are monster.
Yeah, like they're very like. I always like there's movies and shows where like there's vampires and then like they switch between like normal looking then vampire looking. Like remember on Buffy how like they look normal
God,
but then
they
like,
look like a demon.
They look like they're all scrunched up.
I hate that design.
Nah, I don't really like that very much. But like these guys, like the big difference is like you see their teeth and like their eyes glow, but it's not like
So it's like very subtle.
it's not like it's like a little sparkle.
Oh.
Like
Yeah,
they're
it's
like the main
not
dude's like
sparkle like the other vampires.
yeah, they don't like
not
twinkle.
Twilight.
It's just like little tiny like LED lights.
almost like a reflection from like
an animal.
like eye
God,
shine.
yeah. Okay.
But it doesn't like give off light. It just they glow.
Oh,
And, like,
I love that.
Oh my god! And Michael B. Jordan is like
Yeah, he's great.
he plays twins in the movie. Well, they say they're cousins in the movie, but like he plays two characters. And I swear to God, like I was like in like throughout the movie, I was like, oh, these are two different actors playing this. Like it's like you don't ever think like
that it's
Which
yeah,
one
you
is
don't.
which?
You're never
Yeah.
like, oh, it's Michael B. Jordan. You're like, oh my God, these are like two. Like he's playing two characters.
It's Michael B.
like-
Jordan and Jordan B.
or
Michael.
Jordan B. Michael.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And like
Wait, but I thought Michael
Oh
B.
my God.
Jordan. But Jordan
and
B.
the
Michael?
fucking music.
Okay, remember when I said at the last episode? I said this movie is a celebration of art
Yes.
and history
Like-
and culture. This has roots, man, of jazz, of blues, of everything. The struggle, the term, dude. Like you said, it's rich, it's dense, it's thick.
There's
dude.
a scene.
Yes.
So this is slight spoiler. Doesn't spoil storyline or anything. It's just a scene that happens. But like they're playing the music in their new like in the what's it called?
the joint,
The juke club.
the juke,
The
whatever.
juke club.
Yeah.
And they're playing music and they're like, I think it's like a voiceover or something talking about how like if the music's so pure and good, it can open up barriers between, you know, music ghosts from the past and even from the future. And like it's like this big long shot of him playing, but then all of a sudden you see like a rock dude come in with like a guitar and
Like,
he's playing.
supposed
and
to be like Jimi Hendrix.
You see like some indigenous.
Indigenous.
They're in there too, and like it's like you see just all these variations of different music from different time periods,
see,
like
like,
all.
tribal
You see like a dude on
drums.
like turntables at one point up on the top, and like all this music's like
Rappers and, like-
blending
But it, like,
together.
fits.
Oh
and
my
then
god!
like
it's
Asian
incredible.
dancers right next to them, and everything is so beautifully choreographed.
Yeah.
and it's like this one take, and you're just like, I mean, it's very like CGI, but like you can't tell. The graphics in this movie were like the effects were great. I gotta say, there was not like a part where I was like, oh, that's just some fake. That looks so bad. It was like the whole movie's gorgeous, and like
Yeah.
that scene is.
Whenever we walked out, like I took my kid with me, Calvin, and he was like, "I'm really bummed we didn't see that in IMAX." I'm like, "I fucking know, dude.
Sorry,
like,
dude.
oh my god,
Yeah.
I could imagine that in like IMAX, like,
Right.
Like
And
this is
now
what
it's-
you
I
get for
think-
not watching Last of Us with me.
right? But yeah, it was so good. Like, and I love that they're vampires. Like, I don't like it whenever there's vampire movies, but like, oh, they're fine in sunlight. Like they fuck with the rules of vampires, kind of like, oh, like these, like, oh, they're vampires, but these vampires, they don't. They're
This
fine in
one
sunlight,
was
or like
steaks. It had
it's
the
like
daylight.
garlic. Like there's silver garlic,
They can't come in
daylight.
unless you let them in.
That's a big plot point. Is
huge.
like they're trying to like get invited in,
But they're
and-
also so enticing. Like they try and either
So it's, like,
not-
also
not
very, like,
seductive,
charming.
but that's what it is. And they're like this little troop of Irish little immigrant looking people, and then they're just like they like play fiddles and instruments and.
I
It
did
was
see
very-
something about that song.
Yeah, it had a little like "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou"
Yep.
in it too. I would say too.
They're like, we're just traveling.
Yeah,
we ain't doing nothing.
That dude, I don't know who he is, but like whoever played like the head vampire in that movie, especially like when he's full vamped out.
And he's pissed.
Holy fuck, dude. I was like, I need just more of it. Like, just give me a little bit more.
You're
like,
going to love this movie.
I just need some
can't
more
wait.
of what this is.
I will say.
And the thing is, I just found out today, which is fine. Like, I want to go to the movie theaters and support this movie. It's coming out on digital in like a week.
I kind of figured that was happening. I was like, at
damn
this
it.
point, I might as well just wait.
Yeah, you might as well just wait.
I was at that point too. I was like, because like if you go on iTunes, you can pre-order it, and sometimes it tells you the date. And I've been checking, like, when's it going to come out at home? Because I might as well just watch it at home when it's coming out. And, like, I was finally like, fuck, I'm just going to go to the movie theater and see it because I want to talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, it's so good. Like, definitely the best movie of the year.
A lot of people are not going to like it because there is not musical numbers like sing-along shit, but just because there is full-fledged songs, people are like, ugh, like, hurry up. Like, it is what it is. It's like people in subtitles.
Oh, my God, and stay through the credits.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the mid-credit scene, fuck, out of here.
Yep.
Was so good.
How about there's that one last thing I want to say about this movie is like the one scene when they're driving right away and he's in the back just kind of strumming and then that guy's telling a story about what they did to his like cousin or brother and he just like he can't even get through it and he's like and he just like you just feel it.
Dude, like
I got chills all over my body and it was like oh my God, that movie just knocks the wind out of you. It's great. I like
amazing.
it a whole lot.
Now, let me shift gears.
Shift them gears.
Because I also went and saw Clown in a Cornfield.
Womp, womp.
And now it has like a high rating.
There has been so many people talking about this movie. I've
so
seen it everywhere.
Many
seen
people
it everywhere.
have been praising this movie.
Yes.
Really?
About how great. Oh my God, it's so great. It's so gory. Oh my God, it's like, and like, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let me go. Like, I know it's based on a book. I never read it. So I was like, I'm gonna go see Clown Cornfield. Check this out. See what's going on. Either I have watched too many horror movies to where I'm super desensitized to things, or motherfuckers out there need to watch more horror movies.
They need it, yeah.
Because this was the most okay movie. like
almost like AI, just like you typed into a prompt, give me a basic generic horror movie. Done.
pretty much. Like there's.
I mean, the title's not very creative.
The plot is like interesting, I guess, but there's just like.
Is it literally just people like being chased around in a cornfield, or like what happens in it?
So this girl and her dad, they moved to a new town. There's an old mill that used to be there where they made corn syrup, and like the mascot was Friendo the clown. And the whole town, it's one of those like old towns. I think it's like Oklahoma or something. That's like this mill has built this town.
It's built around.
So like
yeah.
every year they celebrate, you know, the mill and everything. And you know, there's just something off about the old people that live in this town.
Old people, interesting.
And it's like, they don't really like these kids. Like there's this group of teenagers. They like old people don't like them at all.
Well, who does?
And then, you know, they have like a big parade and a festival. Things go wrong in it. Parade gets canceled. And then the kids have like their party at this barn every year. Well, that's when the clowns show up.
Clowns?
Clowns. Multiple clowns.
Oh.
Like
I'm
lots?
probably going to
Shit.
spoil this movie a little bit.
I think that's fine.
But it's
I
fine.
think
Well,
that's
you already prefaced by saying this is not good.
It's not good.
You know what,
and let me
though?
tell you, like, number one, all right, spoiler time for Clown in a Cornfield. But who fucking cares?
The clown was cracking
I
corn.
don't want to
and
shit
Tony
on
don't
movies.
care.
You know how hard it is for me to shit on movies because I know how hard it is to make a movie. But fuck. First of all, there's a main bad guy. Spoilers, it's the mayor.
Oh, I thought it was the clown.
Like, he has 3 total scenes in the movie.
Okay.
When you first introduce him, you see him at the parade, and then at the very end of the movie, whenever everything's going on.
Just like a Scooby-Doo
and then
episode.
exactly. And then it turns into like a James Bond villain thing where he's monologuing for like a half a fucking hour.
And he just holds the gun up
Oh,
for
God, yeah,
15 minutes, and you're like, dude.
They're like killing all these other teenagers instantly, but these ones, they're like, wait, we have to tie you up and tell you everything first. Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Classic.
Second of all, probably the biggest spoiler I'll say, this main bad guy When's the last time, I guess this might be a little bit of a positive. When's the last time you saw any movie, especially a horror movie, where the main villain just fucking leaves?
Like, doesn't die?
Or he's like, bye.
Like, gets away?
Literally gets in a car, just fucking leaves.
To go be mayor somewhere else.
Not like a cliffhanger, like,
There's
comes
no
back at
like-
the end. Just
He's like,
later.
He like drives off. You're like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen now. And then it's like, oh, it skips ahead like a year.
Okay.
Oh, the girl's going away to college. Okay. Credits. And you're like,
Was that supposed to be like it's going to happen
like,
out
again?
when
there,
that
yeah.
guy, I'm like, no, when that guy, like, they're still in this town. Okay. And spoilers, the clowns that show up and start killing these kids are the old people in the town. Ooh. Not even a spoiler because I figured that out instantly in this fucking movie. But like, there's still these old people in this town. Like, we're not addressing that these old people try to kill these kids. We're not addressing that the mayor of this town went fucking homicidal and just drove in a car and fucking left. Like, no, we're just, I'm going away to college now.
There's multiple
Oh, my
movies.
dad's going to
Sounds
try to
fine.
be the new mayor.
There is
Like,
multiple
what?
movies about old people that go crazy and killing people, right?
Yes.
There was that foreign one that we talked
There was
about.
literally
It was
the one I watched, I think, last year called, like, Old People.
Old People. I watched that too. And then I think you had also talked about one, but like this has been done. Like, and it's a trope, like the old people are like, I don't, get out of my town. I don't want you here. Like the outsider, the teenage, like this is a movie based on a trope. Here's my conspiracy theory. They've either paid a lot of money to get this thing advertised as great and gory and all this, and threw in a clown because so far nothing in this movie has to do with clowns whatsoever except for the stupid mascot.
Yeah.
But it's literally in the title. My guess is because of this guy right here, Art. I think this is like
1,000%.
to me.
Like
This is
clowns are
a
gonna
this
come
is a
back.
YouTube video with buzzwords: clown, killer,
That's
serial killer.
1,000%
I
because
think-
of the success of Terrified.
Bing, bing,
Like,
bing, bing.
what can we do with clowns
So-
in a horror movie? It's like, oh, there's this book. Let's make this into a movie.
It's like trying to take a movie and just like, well, we'll just add a clown to it, like Waterworld, but we'll just put a clown in it and call it Clown in Waterworld.
Water clown.
Like, why? What? No.
They don't do anything new in this movie. The kills are just basic ass kills. There's nothing.
Is
that
it
makes you look,
PG-13?
"Ooh." It might as well have been.
Crap.
Like,
Crap.
there's a scene where like, it's just like shit starts happening in this movie, then it just stops, and then they don't follow up on it. Like, all the clowns show up to this big rager that these teenagers are having, and number one, it's like 50 teenagers to like 4 or 5 clowns.
Are
Like,
they scary
You better
clowns
jump
or
those
are they
clowns.
just old people?
And especially if
They're
they're
just
old
like- they're just
people,
clowns.
you better hit them
Like,
in the
go
knee.
beat their asses, kids. Like,
Yeah, push
so
them
like
down.
all the kids go and run and lock themselves in the barn,
Right? That makes sense.
but then
the fuck?
it doesn't
the old people
ever.
should have just burn it down.
Yeah,
doesn't
that's what I'm saying. Why would you corner your?
It doesn't even go back to that. Like, you forget entirely about these kids in the
then they're
barn.
just
At
in
the
there.
end of the movie, you're like, wait a minute, didn't those kids lock themselves in that barn? Like,
See,
Oh, they
if
just left
this-
them in there?
are they still there?
If
Like,
this movie had some cabin in the woods twist to redeem it, then that'd be one thing.
Oh, yeah,
But
there's no
this
twist.
just doesn't sound like.
there's a scene at the end, and like a lot of like I posted a little bit of a review on social media, and like a lot of people were like, well, it's a gateway horror. I'm like, guess what? I took 2 teenagers, and they were both like, eh.
Well, also, you expose your kids to a little bit more, I think. Than,
Well, he brought his friend, and I don't. They
oh, okay,
and they
okay,
were
okay.
like, there's a scene in the movie at the very end. So this girl doesn't know how to drive a stick. And I haven't driven one in a long time. But I'm pretty sure, first of all, you have to press the clutch down
Yes.
to start it.
I drive one every day.
Well, she can start these just fine.
Oh.
But she has no idea how to drive a stick. So me in my brain, I'm like, wait a minute, she doesn't know how to
No,
drive
you're
a
not
stick.
going anywhere.
Wrong.
Yeah.
How is she
Correct.
able to start this car up?
You can't. You're yes. You're
And
exactly
so, like,
right.
she starts the car up, and her dad's like in the passenger seat trying to tell her what to do. And a clown with a chainsaw like pops up in front of the car.
Why is
And
he not
And
driving?
he's like, he says, punch it. And she like does a thing where like she like switches gears and
Which
floors
is
and
second.
stuff.
She didn't even go to first, or she either went
So
to
like
second,
number one, this
fourth,
car
or
should have,
sixth.
if she was able
Oh
to
my
start the car up.
Fucking God.
Like, I know you need to like suspend your belief system in these movies, but like there's a certain point where you're like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
First
And
of all,
also,
this car
why
would have
make
started.
that car? Why make the car not automatic in the first place? Like that.
Well, because they're trying to get away, and this is a clown car.
But
It's a little it's a little tiny VW bug. She gets in it. First of all, shouldn't have been able to start. Second, if she did all this stuff with the stick and everything, it would have stalled.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's in second gear. She's flooring it. Hits this clown. This clown fucking splatters
Like
all over. Like if you threw a giant water balloon full of blood at the windshield.
kaboosh.
Just like blood splatter.
Do you think maybe they were doing
we're
stuff like
like-
that on purpose?
We're like, dude,
throughout
she's
it?
going 20 miles an hour. And second of all, he's in a clown costume. So
You
like
just vaporized him. Like,
you literally had to have vaporized this clown going 20 miles an hour in a VW bug.
like even if you put him in a blender,
Like,
there's no way. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
this-
Do you think, like Kelsey said, do you think this was like a movie that took itself too seriously, or was it trying to be silly too?
I think that it was, there's definitely moments where it's trying to be silly, but it's also trying to take itself seriously. So it's like the balance just ain't there.
Okay. They can't decide to one way or the
Yeah,
other.
like it's just, it ain't there. And like,
How many exploding
know.
clowns do you give
and I'm
it out
sorry,
of
don't
5?
cast Will Sasso in your movie if you're going to make him play like just
I
a
love
big.
Will Sasso.
I love him so much. And
Mad
as soon as he
TV,
showed up in
man.
this movie, I was like, fuck.
You're like,
yes,
let's go.
Will Sasso's in this shit. And he's just like a grumpy sheriff.
Oh. And
He's
like
just
doesn't
like
even do not even like a hero or like does anything.
No, he's a bad
Damn.
guy. He just turns out to be one of the clowns and he's just bad. Like, he doesn't have any funny parts. Like,
Damn.
like why
Did
would
him
you?
dirty.
Why even cast him? Like
Yeah.
honestly, like you need to lean
Like,
in.
I understand if like
Right.
maybe Will Sasso was like, hey, give me like a serious part in a horror movie or something. But then it's like,
Okay.
Will,
You're in clowns and
It's
a
like
cornfield.
I
getting
can't see Will Sasso without thinking of his Jesse Ventura impressions. Like I'm watching
Right.
Clown at Cornfield, and I'm thinking about down in the Baja, outside of the continental United States. That was my Jesse Ventura. It's terrible. But yeah,
How many corn cobs would you give this?
I gave it one.
One corn cob.
Hated it.
Hated it.
One exploding clown.
One
Hated
exploding.
it. And now you guys want to talk about Final Destination?
Real
Well,
quick.
I don't think
what did
we-
you rate Sinners?
5 out of 5.
Perfect movie.
Sinners 5 out of 5.
Dang.
Perfect movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to either push Final Destination or something because we got a screener from Felissa Rose
Oh.
that we need to talk about
Oh,
We're going
let's
to talk
do-
about Final Destination next week.
next
Let's
week.
do
It's already
it.
been a
'Cause
little
trust
bit.
me.
I don't know what
Don't
that...
listen to Tony.
that what?
I liked Final Destination.
I liked it, but
Okay, we'll talk about it more later.
we'll talk about it later.
But we got a screener. It's also an indie film. Felissa Rose's last one that she's made. Called
Wait. Most
Our most
recent?
recent.
Most recent. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
I was like, whoa.
Last movie that she's made recently.
Most current.
Most current last movie.
Good Lord. Wait, what?
Last movie ever. I hope not. Before we even get in there, I'm so glad that Felissa is like back on the scene, making more movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, she was in Terrifier and all this stuff. Like, she needs to be in more things, especially like after her performance in this.
Just with
but
Shelley
it is
Duvall,
called
she-
A
yeah.
Hard Place. And it's an indie film. So basically, it starts off where it's a movie within a movie. And so you're thinking, like, what's happening here? What's going on? It's about like zombies and stuff like that. I'm like, is this what the movie's about? I'm like,
Yeah.
where's Felissa at? And then you see, oh no, it's a couple at a drive-in, you know, or well, you think it's a couple, ends up being a brother-sister duo. And then it's going back and forth to people that are inside, and you're like, what's going on? Turns out the people inside were, you know, robbing this movie theater, and they were like trying to do something, right? Like
Yeah.
they're robbing a movie theater. Then they all come out, and then they're going. They have a place that they're taking the money or like have to get the money from. I was a little confused on that part, but they end up at this barn, and
Hope there's no clowns coming after him.
no clowns coming after them.
Okay.
But one of the main guys, he's like, I gotta go take a shit. So he goes out into the woods,
Ooh.
and one of the ladies is like, you can't go by yourself. It's dangerous. We gotta go in pairs. So she goes out there with him. He's
She wants to
taking
go
a
watch him
dump.
take a shit.
Well,
Oh,
she
man.
was just, you know, she had her gun. She was just like
All right,
looking
I get
out,
it.
looking
Okay, I get it.
around,
Yeah,
making
yeah.
sure no one's coming around. And then you're seeing like all these like weird movements. You're like, what's going on?
Ooh.
It's like they call them the Guardians,
Of
right?
the galaxy?
They just call them Guardians.
Oh. Guardians of Gahul?
Gahul.
They call them Guardians.
Oh, okay.
Call them the Guardians. And they're like these like plant wood people, wooden people.
Plant people?
Yeah, they're like plant people that come
creepy.
and they basically like take all your skin off your body and like and they just like get you down to like the skull or like your like skeleton.
peel
crazy.
your
and so they're like,
muscle.
what the fuck is going on? The brother gets like obliterated and then so they run to this barn and this lady's like in there. She's like, y'all better get out of here. You better leave. And then they shoot her.
Oh,
But she
They're like,
survives.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
spoilers.
Our house now.
No, she survives.
Oh, spoilers.
And then it gets to this point we're like, we got to go underground. La, la, la. There's more of those plant people down there, and then they get to another place where some people get with like these farmers, and then some people end up at this other residence where then they all meet up. But it turns out that they're not plant people, but during the nighttime they turn into like lizard.
Kelsey, you're spoiling this whole movie.
Am I?
You're just saying what happens in the whole thing.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know, but it hasn't even come out yet. All these.
What should I say?
I don't know.
Should we take it all out?
What?
Should we
Should
start
we clap,
over?
clap?
Should we start
a
over?
little bit, but like.
Well, I'm not. They gotta fight each
What'd
other
you
and
think
stuff.
about it? What'd you think of this movie? A Hard Place.
Okay, so this will be what goes on.
Yeah.
All right, so A Hard Place. Felissa Rose, her acting is incredible. She was definitely the highlight of this movie for me. She was incredible.
How were the effects? Was there a good like
It was. So there is. I think it's a mixture of
practical?
effects and then also some like GFX. I don't know. What did you watch it?
I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Okay, so I think the practical effects were really good.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the kills were pretty incredible. So I will say that. And then too, it's a unique premise, definitely. It's basically like, there's these two factions of beings that obviously don't get along and they're like battling it out, but there's all these special stipulations of like what they have to do. And so, you're just kind of going along for the ride as there's like some very unfortunate, just regular people that are kind of a part of it as well. So you're kind of being like, what's going on here? But yeah, I would say, the practical effects were incredible. The storyline is definitely very unique. And two, like, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I mean, Felissa Rose, she deserves her flowers. Mm-hmm. She's always been known for Sleepaway Camp, and I think she always will be. But like, I want to see her in more things.
Yeah.
I want to see her up on the big screen.
Not just
her in stuff like
cameos.
Clown
That's the
Cornfield.
thing. Yeah.
No, put her in stuff.
I meant like not in Clown and Cornfield, but like
Put her movies in theaters.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, well, Clown and Cornfield was in theaters?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing
I didn't know that.
The only thing I
thought you were
heard
talking
about it
like a YouTube movie.
was a friend from work said she saw it and she was like,
Oh,
and I was like, oh, really? She goes, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so A Hard Place is coming out this week.
Yeah.
So if you like indie films, horror, if you want to support Felissa Rose, who is one of the seriously sweetest, best people, not just with us, not just with like fans, with every single interaction that I've ever seen her. And granted, like, maybe it's only been a handful of times, but I have never seen her ever not greet someone with a smile, ever not be so open and gracious. And
Felissa
just,
Rose
like,
might be the greatest person on planet Earth.
she really, like, how we have that question of if aliens were to come to Earth,
Oh,
who would you introduce them to? It might be Felissa Rose. It might be Felissa Rose because she's just, she's an amazing
She
human
would
being.
show them the best time.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, you know what?
If aliens
This
came
rules.
to Earth and said, take me to your leader, you have to pick 3 people alive, and it'd be Felissa Rose, Dolly Parton, and
A panda bear.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Yes.
Okay.
I like Keanu Reeves.
I like
Hell
that.
yeah.
There you go. I
yeah,
did something
so-
You
good.
did, dude.
I definitely recommend supporting Felissa, supporting indie horror, going to watch this, and let us know what you think if you've seen it. And hopefully, I didn't spoil it for you.
Well, we were going to talk about weird things that wash up on the beach.
I have
But we
two.
just gabbed,
We
though.
talked about Zach
gabbed too
Baggins
much.
way too much.
Yeah, we did.
So we're going to save that for next week.
Fine. I have 2 really good topics. One of them, I'm just going to give you guys a little preview. One of them is the weirdest things that have washed up on the shores around the world. And I have objects and things and weird things.
There's been a lot of
and-
weird animals coming up from the depths.
Yeah, so I want to talk to you guys
It's not a
about
good
that.
sign.
And then I also have the other segment that I want to cover. I feel like next episode is going to be a lot of me talking.
Oh, hell yeah.
All
But then
For you
I-
Brian fans out there, next week is all you.
You guys in the Zach Baggins thing, I'm like, and I didn't watch any movies because I don't even have a TV
I watch
right
a bunch
now.
of movies, but I'll do reviews on them on TikTok or something.
But yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Go to scaredycast.com where you can find links to everything like our social medias, our Patreon. We have no new patrons to shout out this week because we haven't anybody sign up this week. Hint. Hint.
But thank you to
But
all
thank
of our
you.
patrons that so graciously
Thank
give
you
us.
to our patrons. Thank you to our just listeners.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody. Yeah. See you next week.
And make sure to go to scaredycast.com to see all the different ways you can support us and follow us on social media so you know what events we're going to be at when. Mm-hmm. I have to pee. That was a long episode.